Hey, welcome back. Hope everybody's having a great Sunday, and thank you so much for joining me talking all things Masters of the Universe. Today on the channel, guys, as we wait for new figures from the Origins line, the Masters line, which could be vehicles, playsets, you name it. Today on the channel, guys, we'll be looking at the final figure of Skeletor in the CGI line right here, which is right here. We'll take a look at the packaging. We'll look at his buddy here, which is Battle Bones, their version of Battle Bones in the CGI show. Okay, all these items he comes with. And I thought it'd be kind of fun to do a little recap of all the other versions of Skeletor in the CGI line. All right. So if you are new to my channel or first time watching, I hope you will subscribe afterwards. I hope everyone hits that like button, and thank you guys so much for doing that. It means a lot to me. All right, hit that notification bell when you know I upload new videos, and please share this video who has a passion and a love for collecting all versions of He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. So without further ado, let's take a look at the final version of Skeletor in the CGI line, right, in the collection. All right, so here we go. So here he is in the packaging right there, this all green variant. All right, don't ask me why. I guess this is supposed to represent the Havoc magic of Skeletor right here. It's a very cool looking green here, okay? But there he is right there. Of course, comes in this show with Skeletor, it's all about green. And every version of Skeletor, for the most part, has green in it for the most part. All right, but he's got his green Havoc staff right there. You have the Netflix Gray Skull. It's still a great, fun Gray Skull. There is a place for this version. You have Netflix. He's got his old buddy Battle Bones. All right, we'll talk about Battle Bones in depth here. All right. So here's Skeletor. All right. Yeah, there he is. Nice mug shot of him. You got the He-Man, the Masters of the Universe logo right there. You got Skeletor with Battle Bones. All right, Mattel. All right. The second ride version of this line here of Skeletor. All right, so front of the back. And there's a nice little glamour shot of him on Battle Bones. Right there with the handlebars. Okay, there he is. And I guess this is supposed to represent paint, I guess, or some striping, some red striping. All right, there's the figure. And then this is the only He-Man I still need in the collection. And believe it or not, that is Stridor. That's their version of Stridor in the CGI show, basically. All right. Some warnings right there, Mattel. Okay. So yes, so if you would ask me right now, why is he all green? I guess the only explanation I can give you guys is that this is supposed to be like the Havoc magic throwing through him in his body, the Havoc magic, and that's why he's all green. Because if you have collected this line, there was a He-Man. So here's He-Man real fast, guys. Okay, so here's normal He-Man. Okay. That came out, the first one, Wave 1 He-Man, okay? Then we got this version of He-Man, which is the Power of Grayskull version of He-Man. So, I guess this is supposed to be the power, like the full power of Havoc with Skeletor, and this is the full power of He-Man, so that's why they made him all green. Now, this is near the end, it is the end of the CGI line, and so I guess Mattel was trying anything new and different for us collectors, and so that's why they gave us this full green Havoc magic. That's the only thing I can think of for us collectors, and that's why he's all green. All right, but still a fun figure. Right here. Now let's talk about Battle Bones. Okay, Now, when we think of Battle Bones, okay, first of all right, we don't think about this creature. And this creature's pretty cool. And when I first saw the creature, really fast, when I saw the red markings on the body here, you can see right there, I thought somebody went, on the toy shelf and grabbed the red magic marker and just started, like, drawing on it. Like some, and first I was like, is this damaged? Did this come like this? Like, I guess, and first of all, I think it's supposed to be blood, which is okay. It's pretty cool, but it looks like somebody just took a magic marker and started writing all over it, and then packaged it up right here. Okay, so, but when I looked at the back, as you saw on the back, it does have those red markings on the skin right there, so it's supposed to be there. Okay, which I took a sigh of relief. Like I didn't want to know that my figure was damaged. But it's supposed to come like that. All right, it comes with this little seat right here, these big giant bones right here, I guess these spikes right here, and it comes with this articulated handlebar. All right, so there's handlebars bedded into the creature. Okay, which is weird. I know, but this is like I said, this is the final figure to come out, and so like I said, Mattel was trying anything and everything, for us collectors to collect this line. And like I said before, this line, it had a variety of different things, and they were trying something different and new for each of these figures, and I don't mind that. Right there. Now the mouth jaw. Now speaking of Battle Bones, really before we get any further, of course when we think of Battle Bones, we think about this, and I have it right here thanks to Pixel Dan and Dark Horse Comics. This is the Battle Bones that we think about, and I would love to get an Origins version of Battle Bones, in the Vintage Origins line to hold our figures right there. So that's when we think of Battle Bones. At least when I think of Battle Bones, this is what we think of. Like I think about, and probably like you guys too. This really cool carrier that can hold our figures, our Origins figures. So I do hope that the Origins line will give us their own version of Battle Bones in the collection. I think that would be an awesome treat. Something that we definitely need. And it's a vintage figure, in itself, and it came out in 1985, right there. So as collectors, and I really do hope that we do get the Origins version of Battle Bones, which can hold the vintage line, the cartoon collection, the Turtles of Grayskull, you name it. So I really do hope that we get our own version of Battle Bones in the Origins line. Okay. Now, so back to this version of Battle Bones. All right, I wish you could have called it something different, something else. I don't know, besides Battle Bones. But it is what it is. All right. So we got these really cool spikes right here. Very, very stiff, and they are a little bit pliable. You can bend them around, but I wouldn't do too much. They can break off. Weird handlebars for this particular figure. The mouth is not articulated right there, but there's some flexibility in his horns. Right there, you can move the legs right there, But all in all, for being the final, figure, in the Skeletor, with Skeletor, it's okay. It's not too bad. Right there, I still would like the red of the, now I know that it's not a goof, and somebody didn't take a real like a marker and mark up the figure and sold it like this. You could have gotten some more, darker red right there for him. But there you go, guys. There's just, for the final Skeletor right there, this Havoc Magic version of Skeletor. It's cool for what it is. The green in the skin, it's almost like a translucent green. You can almost see through it. All right, but it's still a cool figure. Being the final. I think it's the final Skeletor, at least in my collection. Okay. And so with another version of Havoc staff right there. So there you go, guys. There's the final look of Skeletor right there. All right, but let's take a look down memory lane. All right, to all the other versions of Skeletor in the collection. All right, and the CGI collection, and all these are packaged. Okay, I only have one loose version of Skeletor, but it's going to be all packaged, right? So we have this version of Skeletor. All right, let's start next one. We just looked at him yesterday, which is that Terror, the Cosmic Terror version of Skeletor, this big, massive version of Skeletor right there. Very cool figure. I still think this is probably one of the better CGI figures to come out right here. This big, massive, giant, huge, hulking version of Skeletor. All right. All right. So the next one we're going to take a look at is, of course, the first one, the one that started it all. All right, which is this version of Skeletor from Wave 1. So this is the version, that came out when the show first started. Right here, there he is. Take a look right there. There he is, going down. All right. Absolutely amazing right there. You can see the Havoc Magic through the through his veins right there. All right. So this product was so, somewhat popular that, a different, company, or a different brand of the Master Universe came along, right? And real fast, let's take a look. Another version right here is the Masterverse line. Did come out with its own version of Skeletor for the CGI show right there. So there is the packaging. It was part of the 40th anniversary year right there. All right, really, really cool. Of course, there's a nice glamour shot on the side right there. Some gorgeous artwork right there of Skeletor for the CGI show. In the back. Absolutely beautiful. And you also had, as you can see, is the CGI version of He-Man too. Alright. Speaking of which, we have another Walmart exclusive, couple Walmart exclusives here. Alright, is this version of Skeletor from the CGI show. Alright. This is more of his... It's basically this version really fast, as you can tell. This version right here, just upscaled, like, from 7 inches. A little bit bigger, a little bit more wider. Okay, but this was a Walmart exclusive. Right there. A major peg warmer, or a shelf warmer, from at least in my area. For the longest time, he was on shelves for a long time for Walmart before they finally got out of there. Right there. First, there's the back right here. There he is. All right. Now, speaking of rides, guys, I kind of rhymed. Rides, guys. We have this first version of Skeletor from the CGI show, riding Panther, the motorcycle version of Panther. And I gotta say, one of the cooler color variants of Skeletor in the CGI line. I do like this purple and yellow. It does work perfectly. And there is Panther, the Panther cycle that came out. And this figure can be removed from the cycle. So this is another figure right there. All right. Of course, this version's Skeletor's Havoc staff right there. Very, very cool. And unfortunately, this is not one of those rides where you can put down the zip line and pull and have the wheels spin. Of course, that's not the case. That's for the Havoc staff to be put in place back there, right there. All right, but we're getting near the end of all the versions of Skeletor. All right. Second, now another Skeletor we did get in the line is this version of Skeletor, which is from the Savage Eternia line from the He-Man. A little bit different look right here. And I'm going to point out something really quick right here when we turn the box over. But there is the packaging right there. You can barely see his eyes. His eyes are completely covered right there. And Havoc staff. Now, the thing I want to talk about is this little creature right here. Okay? And it looks like, to me, it looks like a mini version of Battle Bones. Okay, so, and it's supposed to be a rat. Okay, but some cool design. I love the chest plate right there. It looks amazing. Alright. Now, let me look at it. When we turn it over, you can see, that looks like a miniature version of Battle Bones to me, in a way. Alright? Almost the same exact. And it's supposed to be a rat. A bone rat. Alright, so Battle Bones. So, like I said before, I think they got to come up from a different concept with that final version of Skeletor in the CGI line. Not giving us like calling it Battle Bones. I think it would have called it something else. I mean, but it is what it is. But as you can see right there in the video right there, or the picture, that to me looks like a miniature version of the Battle Bones. But there's a nice glamour shot of Skeletor right there. You can see his eyes right there. A lot better looking in the one I have right here. This one is like the whole helmet has gone completely under the eyelids right here. But there is another version right there of old Skeletor. Alright. Speaking of another Walmart exclusive that came out, which was this He-Man Skeletor 2-pack that came out from Walmart. Alright. One I thought of many that I thought would come out, but unfortunately that's not the case, because of course we all know that the line is now complete. Now if the line had continued, I would have no doubt in my mind that there would have been other double 2-packs of other figures of the CGI line, but this is the only one we got right here, and this version of Skeletor is almost similar, very similar to his Wave 1 version right there. The only difference between this version and Wave 1 version is the arm, okay? You can see, you know, they're starting to get more full-on green right here with the Havoc Magic right here. So the green arms is like, you know, is different from the version of Wave 1, which had that yellow hand right there for the Havoc Magic. You can see the green Havoc staff right there. You can see a little bit more of the Havoc, you know, energy flowing through him, you know, a little bit more on the shoulder blade right there and on the chest right there. All right, we're getting down to our final two figures of Skeletor in the CGI line. Now this version right here, okay, well, it's like almost like a miniature version of the Cosmic Terror version of Skeletor. This is Skeletor Reborn, okay. And so as you can see, you know, it comes in that like the outside packaging, which you can, you know, move around and you know and try out yourself. All right, it's got a really cool look to it. It got the big horn, like the little horns right there, like the cosmic version. Got some cool you know, effects and a Terror Claw, you know, version right there. But very cool, you know. It does. This is a soft good fabric right here. All right, it looks really cool. I love the flame right there in the background right there. But very cool. All right. All right, and finally, we're looking at the final version of Skeletor in the CGI line that I've collected right here, and it is the battle armored version of Skeletor. All right, this is their version of battle armored, you know, figures in this particular world here. But there he is, comes with a big old giant green helmet. Like I told you, like, you know, it's all about green with Skeletor for the most part, because it's supposed to represent the Havoc Magic for this, you know, figure. Comes with a lot of accessories. Of course, the version of the Havoc staff. You see the, you know, hand right there. All right. This is a big, you know, it's just as big as the the Cosmic Terror version of Skeletor. There you go. There he is in full battle armored mode right there. But there you go, everybody. There's all the versions of Skeletor in the CGI line. Are there? I gotta say, like, I do like the fact that you get Skeletor. So we get a lot of variety of great figures from him. All right, there. I gotta say, you know, probably my favorite versions of him, you know, is, you know, his standard Wave 1 version, the one that started it all. I do like the Cosmic Terror version of him, and a few others. So, but there you go. All right. So I'd like to take the time now, of course, to thank my subscribers. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. All right. I hope you guys will hit that notification bell. All right. And also, guys, thank you so much, guys, you know, for your patience and your understanding. Like you guys, you know, I wait for the new figures to come out. You know, I go to my local retail stores and, you know, hoping to find some new figures to unbox. I'm still waiting and looking for that Skeletor Stranger Things 2-pack. With no luck, I'm still waiting to get my second, you know, Terror and Lord Grass figures to unbox with you guys. Like you guys, I have to pay that. I have to play that waiting game. But I'm thinking about, you know, doing. You know, I do have that movie version of Masters of the Universe version of Evil End, hopefully coming very soon to the channel to unbox, and some other vintage Masterverse figures. I might start thinking about getting, you know, online to do unboxing with you guys. So once again, guys, I want to say thank you guys for your understanding, your patience on this, and, you know, and your understanding. Because like you guys, you know, it is kind of frustrating. I get it. I do get it, because retail right now, it's kind of slow right now. All right. And so, so thank you for that. Thank you so much for that. All right. So hit that notification bell when you know I upload new videos. And tomorrow, I think I'm going to start the look at every version of Man-at-Arms. All right. From the Origins line, the Masterverse line, you name it. Every version of Man-at-Arms we've gotten so far. So it's going to be a nice couple, you know, days of looking at, you know, Duncan, you know, the heroic leader and father and inventor. So we're going to look at every version of Man-at-Arms that I have so far collected in the collection. All right, so I hope you guys will join me for that. All right, so I hope you guys have a great Sunday, and I'll see you guys on Monday. Take care and have a good one, everybody.